Hello, welcome back to Bishop Chapter, another mini episode where I'm finally going to take you through a puzzle that is not Anubis. So this one's a little bit different. It's called NUN. It's it's the lake puzzle. I put up some artwork for it before. Don't know if you remember. It's on my Instagram somewhere if you want to scroll down and find it. But I kind of talk about the Ogdoad, which are the sort of 8 primordial ancient Egyptian deities that supposedly created everything. And one of the pairs, Nun and Nunet, represented what historians think was the primordial waters themselves. So I've kind of based this puzzle around the water, the lake, and I've leaned into the idea of there being pairs of things. You'll see what I mean. Let's get into it. So I've got the video on my screen again. Right, so we open where we left off. Kind of in the main courtyard. I talked about these stairs briefly last time, but they actually play into this one properly now, so... There are the symbols that will be required to finish this puzzle. For the sake of this puzzle, for the sake of the walkthrough, I'll put them up on the screen. So we come to the first pipe, and you can see there's 2 symbols. One of which is on the stairs, and the other one is not. So it's just a simple case of turning the gear to point to the correct one, and then confirming with the valve. And that's one done. This is, there's a lot of walking around in this. I pretty much traversed the entire map, so I'll probably skip in between pipes. So we come to the second one. The torch makes it a bit more difficult to see the symbols, but if you sort of stand back a bit. With that one, it was already in place, so it was just a case of confirming with the valve. And that is the second symbol. They're not placed in order. 1 and 2 happen to just be sort of there, but from then on they get a bit scattered. This puzzle's sort of intended not to be done in one go, like I'm doing in the video. It's more something that, because you won't spot these pipes straight away. You won't even figure out what to do with them straight away, because the clue to it, which I'll show you soon, is further up the map. This one's a bit of a nightmare, because it's buried in the maze puzzle, which I've not shown off yet, but you're getting a little sneak peek here. I'm showing you on the map now where it is. Yeah, it's a nasty one. But hopefully, players sort of stumble across it when they're doing the maze puzzle anyway. So I won't go into what the idea behind this maze puzzle is yet. There'll be a separate video for that. But there is a room just up ahead where the pipe is located. But people wouldn't come down here looking for the pipe. They'd come down here looking for the next puzzle to do. And so they'll be too busy tackling the maze puzzle. Cool. Finding the way back is a whole other thing. if you were doing the maze puzzle, hopefully you would have figured it out, but you just kind of have to follow the direction the music's coming from. Helps if you have headphones, of course. There we go, that's 4 down. Halfway there. Great, so this one's pretty out in the open, so I'm sure people will find this quite easily. So that one's already in place. And this is the building where the clue to the pipes and how they work is found. So I know it's cryptic. You only understand it, I guess, right now because I'm talking you through the video and telling you how it works, but I'm sure if you were dropped into this game blind, you'd be a bit lost when you see these pipes. But just up ahead, there's a PC. And you can pause this if you want, but on the screen, I'll zoom in, is just basically the instructions for the pipes, how they work. Hopefully if people stumble across this, it makes sense. All the pipes they've seen and not really known what to do with. With any luck, they've noted down where they are, or at least remember where they are, because they're all needed for the NUN puzzle. So this one's, the next one's quite a distance away, so we'll skip there. But yeah, you can tell this is it's a passive puzzle. It's not something you'll go around the map to intentionally try and do all in one go. With any luck, while you're just playing the game, you'll come across these pipes, or you'll spot them from a distance, and you'll note down where they are for future reference. And yeah, as soon as you figure out the cipher, which is engraved into these stairs, you'll know what to do with these things. And obviously once you find the PC with the instructions as well. There's also the main room by the lake, which kind of gives more clues again. It's just kind of the main hub of this puzzle. So there we go, this needs to be adjusted for symbol number 4. And then confirmed. The idea of having pipes tying in with the Egyptian lore is just kind of going back to my my original game idea for themes. So one of them being industrial as a theme, and kind of just combining them together. So it's the sort of machinery and mechanical side of the game tying into the Egyptian mythology. So the themes actually blend together in the core of the puzzles, not just the visuals and the environment. You can see some of the buildings are still blocks. They've not all been modelled yet. They probably won't be finished in the first build of the game, because these buildings coming up on the right are they're not necessary for any of the puzzles. If I have time, I'll do them for sure, but I don't think I will for the first build. This one's tucked away, but it's a route that is going to be heavily used by the player, because the second trophy console is this way. So through that door to the right there, that's to the second trophy console. So we got this. This needs to be adjusted and confirmed like the others. I'll break down the blueprints and stuff behind this in that big video I talked about last time, which is still quite a few episodes away. But I'll show you how all this works behind the scenes and how it all filters into the backbone of the puzzle, so that each one's a puzzle piece before the final gear can be activated. We're heading back into the dark forest. It's familiar territory if you've seen my soundscape video. There's a few weird collision issues in the forest I need to sort out. Like right there. Out there. But I'll get around to it. So this is the cabin where the main NUN puzzle is held, because it's right by the lake. Cool. So this is, yeah, that's the setup. Got a big tapestry with the Ogdoad printed on it. And there it is, the final pipe. So I'll just show you what happens if they're not all turned. It's a little safe down here. So if you turn the wheel with only 7 out of 8 activated, of course, nothing happens. And yeah, nothing's changed. So we'll go back in. We'll do the final pipe, which needs to be adjusted. And then confirmed. And boom, that's all 8. So keep an eye on that little safe to the bottom left. We'll turn the wheel. Lights, sound, and the safe is open. There's the trophy. Looks like a plunger. I'll have to remodel that. But yeah, trophy collected. And one side thing of it as well, there was a generator across the water that you can see in my soundscapes video, but that's essentially drained the lake. So the water has moved down to almost the bottom. There's the pipes over there. God, the lighting setup just makes it impossible to see down there. But you can't get down there anyway. So that's the puzzle done. But the reason it's still going is we're going to head back and put the trophy on the console. It's not something you have to do at this point. You can hold on to the trophies. But it's just kind of a nice kind of reconvening back at the hub. Here we go. So this room's kind of, there's so much stuff in it. You know, you got the chessboard. You learn all the mechanics in this room. You start in this room, and it's all textured. So So it's going to feel like a bit more of a homely, safe room. Something you can come back to and sort of gather your thoughts. And the console's right here then. There we go. This is the second one. Making some headway on the game. Cool. That was NUN. Very different to Anubis, because Anubis kind of, the game forces you to do it there and then. NUN is way more scattered. A lot more of a challenge, I think. Especially when you're trying to first figure out how the puzzle works and how to complete it, but the clues are there. And now this video is here as well, where I just basically tell you how to do it. So, yeah. There'll maybe be another mini episode tomorrow, or maybe the day after. They're proving a bit time consuming to render and record, especially because I still have some work to do on the game as well, which I have to do kind of when I'm not rendering, not recording, because it just makes it unbearable to work in the engine. So yeah, thanks for tuning in for this one. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.